Okay, yeah. What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? This is the fourth live session. Bling bling. No, for real. I'm really enjoying these live streams, so I'm like, let's make more of these videos. So, this fourth part is all about cinematic sound effects. What does that mean? Cinematic sound effects are sounds that are not really like loops and really in front of the melody, they're more like in the back. You can call them like the glue, the stereo vibes that link the sounds in your beats. All right. Right in front of me, you already see a few tracks because this is a beat that I'm making with my good friend Trebi. So shout out to Trebi because we make a lot of beats together lately, and this one is one that I made the loop, and that Trebi was working on the drums, and I was like, let's make some more cinematic sounds in the back. Hey, Breaktime Brian, how you doing? What's up, Z Minor Beats? Welcome in this chat. Hope you guys are doing fine. Stay inside to everyone. Corona times. Do get some exercise, of course, but social distancing. Hold the rules, and let's get it. So the loop I was starting with sounds like this. Very basic key, but still with an emotion, and I like that. And then for the cinematic sounds today, we're going to work with contact kinetic metal. And then we got Analog Lab. Analog Lab is by Arturia. As you know, I'm sponsored by Arturia, excuse me. And they also have a lot of cinematic sounds, and I really enjoy going through them. So let's wait a few more minutes before I get more into this for some live people joining, and then we can hit the road. All right, let's listen meanwhile to the loop. And then if we go to the beat files that we have added, it sounds like this. Like the vibe a lot. Yeah, 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 yeah. Check. So that's just one bar, right? So I think I'm first gonna start copy pasting the whole thing. So we have a few bars in here that we can work with. And then I can start from there, checking for the cinematic sounds. Like I said, they are the glue. They are often not in front, so you need the front sounds first, if you ask me, to work on these vibes. Whoa. Yeah. So, first question to you guys. If you think about cinematic sounds, what are you thinking about? Drop them in the chat, because I think it's interesting to discuss the word cinematic and effects, because some people always think directly of movies or videos when we talk about cinematic, but cinematic movies and videos also have these crazy sounds when you go to the when you go to the movies and you watch a movie over there, you hear the sound. That's really what's this is about. All right, so track panning is very important, which is going left, right, center of the sound. Now, okay, this is Arturia. Now go to kinetic metal, and let's go through some of these sounds. All right, I think I'm gonna start on the top. Okay, here we go. Right, very dreamy though. Actually not bad, but if you see here, you can actually play with these by turning the wheel, which is funny. and also interesting because you hear the sound changing, and you see on the bottom these faders are moving. And then the right one. Wow, if I have to describe this how it sounds, I can't even. You just have to listen to this. Yeah, exactly. It's jazzy indeed. It's about the sound. Like if you listen to this carefully, you hear it already moving. It's going already left, right, and that's if you put that in the back of your beat, it's very interesting. Now, for example, if we use just this one, it's the first one. I know we're gonna browse more, but just to check with this melody. Like, I think this is better. Okay, let's record. It's one note. It's just one simple note. I'm gonna turn on the LED lights. Some extra vibe. Here we go. For sure. Now, let's put some EQ on this. Very basic. What is important here is that you do the low cut, of course, because you only want these frequencies to play. And even this one, put a little down. There you go. And now, if we lower the volume a little, we're gonna play it again. See where I'm going? So, first example. Now, this sound is already moving left, right. One of the things you can always do to make it even move more is called auto pan. In Ableton, in Fruity Loops, it's called, I think, Fruity Panning or something. But the cool feature is that it actually automatically pans. Of course, if you're making a movie and there's a certain moment in the scene where the sound really needs to go whoosh, then of course you're not going to do auto panning, because auto panning is really, if you look here, choosing left, right, how fast it goes, like this, the rate, and then what wave it's going. You see? So this is actually mathematics, but then in sound design. If we play this again, since there is already panning on the sound, it's harder for you to hear this, but it's really one of the most important things, is that this sound has organic movement. Like if I do this extremely now, I hear already that it's going left and right in my headphones. So if we play this together with the keys, you can see that this vibe is already beginning. Now let's just copy paste this and continue searching into kinetic metal, because I truly believe that this is one of the hottest cinematic sound libraries that you can work with. Now this one is called Aluminum Scratches. We go for the next one in here. So we're just going to do next. Very dreamy. Whoa, that's like a telephone. I don't like that. Lol. That's actually nice for a beat, but not now. Oh, this one. Now that's something. So, I'm gonna play it again and get some water. Be right back. Okay, guys. There's no water in here. Just a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, always important if you go live streaming that you get some hydration. So, excuse me for this. But now we can continue. We've got some great iced tea here. I thought I had water closer to me. Now, where were we? We got this sound. Now, maybe I have to give some less low EQ here. Ooh, it's like a cymbal sound, this one. I can go through these sounds like a whole evening. It's like inspiration, you know? Even if it's not really a loop or a sound, can really make a song stand even more. I do feel like it sounds too much the same like the first one we chose. So we're gonna continue browsing. Ooh, no. That's funny, but not necessary now. By the way, if you guys know any VSTs about cinematic sounds, just drop them. I like to check it out. Ooh, this sound. I once made a very hot beat, I think with Redneck on this one. It was like... True, that's funny. Wow. Now, this is more what I like. Ooh, sorry. I was playing it in the same key, but somehow it's not the same key. So this means that this cinematic sound is like on the other key. I think this was the right one. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's try. Yeah, of course the loop needs to play too. Let's do this again. Come on, guys. Busting my balls. I need to go higher. So you see, this is searching, you know? You have to let your ear decide what is actually working. I think this one is gonna work. There was a high frequency in there that I didn't like, so I lowered down the high. Just to go through the sounds quickly. Clap. Hats. Yo. Yo. Percussion. Yeah. So this one is 2 times here, so not necessary. Like these sounds that Trevi made are also really spacey. So that's also going direction of cinematic sound. But this is more loop than cinematic sound, but still very hot. This is some plucked guitar stuff. I like it, but I'm not gonna use it that much in the beat. I think it needs to come just in the end, or maybe in the hook. Open heights, 808, dirty as fuck. Yo. Okay, you can't hear the newest sound. Let's check. So this is the newest one, the latest newest, and this is the newest. So it's just going like ding ding. So if you listen to the beat, I'll maybe turn off the 808. Listen carefully. See? Look, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, of course. Just have to make sure it's 8 bars. Like this one is totally in the middle right now if I listen in my speakers. So what I can do here is, in the mixing view, is that I go to mixer, and then you go to track panning. And there, of course, you can decide how much left, central, or right you want. You see, C stands for central, L is for left, R is right. And then you can, for example, really go extremely left and let it go to the right. And then from here, same thing, from the right to the left. So you see? Yes, exactly. It's all about subtleness in this one, because it gives you that subtle extra little dimension. But not, like I said, it's not in the front. We're never going to put this in the front because then it's going to be disturbing. We lower the value a little. Okay, now let's get into Analog Lab, because they also have some funny SFX. Like here, you see this SFX? If you click on those, they're funny as hell. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's loud. Sorry for this. That's cool. Some drips, some drops. These names are funny. Alien interface. Also, this is really cool, right? Feature. Well, you can always see the VST that you're using. So, the fuck? Maybe you should go to styles. Like soundtrack. What does that do? Ew. That's already something we have. What I actually want now is like a wind. So if I type in wind, here you go. Get some wind sounds here. Ooh. I already hear you thinking like, how are you gonna put this in a beat, right? But that's again just looking and seeing what works. Like I'm just gonna play the beat. Give that extra wetness. Nah, this one is not gonna work. It's too uncontrolled. Of course, you can always modify on the bottom here. What the hell, bro? This is almost like a horror movie. The fuck? Next door, please. It's more like a riser. This one is dope though. My friend Kundi Beats uses this one. I like those keys. Bro, that's not wind. That's not what I need. Okay, let's scroll more down. Lost Ocean. Okay, these are water sounds. That's cinematic as hell. Cause did you know that you even have like YouTube channels just playing these sounds for 3 hours, so people can sleep? It's called like sort of ASMR, kind of funny. Oh. Bro, this sound makes me trip. Nah. Also not what we're looking for. I need just... This can work, but not here. Ooh, yes. Ooh, it does come hard in, but I'm gonna maybe put the cut off here. See? That's the one I need. So we're gonna play it just a little bit later as I start recording, not on the first count, just a little bit later, so it gives that counter dynamic feeling. That was already too hard for me. I'm gonna wait till the loop is ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Let's listen. I'm gonna make it a little bit less longer because it was going really hard. The velocity a little bit down. Let's play again. So what's the question? Are you feeling ancient bells or is that a pad? What do you mean? Like, are you feeling ancient bells? Is that a VST or what do you mean? Because right now, or you mean like Omnisphere? Because I'm confused now. Because the thing is, bells, pads, they all have that organic sort of cinematic feeling, right? Ambient, you can also call it. But again, pads are still, for me, more going to loops because they do have more a sort of defined sound, while these cinematic sounds are really more like less melody, more sound, you know? See? It's really moving around. Like, let's go furthermore on Analog Lab and let's really go for that extreme SFX sound just to find one that is really like unheard. Like we really have noise here. You see? So noise is very key in creating the beats. Are you feeling ambient bells instead of ancient bells? Okay, no problem, no problem. We all speak. I'm glad you're asking. Just um, so your question is if I like ambient pads or if I like ambient bells? Just let me know. So this is noise. It's all a nice synth, huh? This is like a weekend synth, you know, like. Okay, but that's not what we're looking for. Well, let's go to the airport scene coming in. The thing is about these airport sounds is they do give a feeling that everybody is like, I recognize it. You know, it's good that can give a very recognizing feeling, but not what we need in this one. Like I said, I want something extreme. How can you call? How can you call the piano noise? God damn it! This is not noise. Yeah. Yeah. This is really like 80s. Funny. Storm? Storm is actually something we can use. Let's try. Very loud now, very extreme. But I'm gonna reduce the frequency. There you go. See that? So I'm cutting the low frequencies, the high frequencies, just keeping the middle ones. And you know, like vinyl sounds, like the scratch or the scratching needle sound that people put in the back of their beats now. This is also that feeling. The difference, you know? Exactly, it's like white noise. No, that's a good remark. So someone in the chat here is saying that white noise is also like this. So yeah, lo-fi white noise, that's what they use, you know, to give you that easy, relaxing feeling. So I'm gonna add this for sure. I'm gonna call it noise. You didn't call these actually the good name. Let's go back here. I'm gonna call these chimes. This one, what was that? Oh yeah, those were like sharp bells, I call them. And this, again, it's so hard to call these sounds a good name, give them a good name. So hits and then noise. And if we look at the 4 last sounds, so the ones that I've added right now in this session, we're gonna hear this. You hear? This is what it's all about. It's gonna be in the back of the beat, but it's gonna give you that dimension. You see? So if you play it with the beat together, the 808. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. And that's actually it for me, you know, like searching through these sounds is this what you need to do, right? So what we still can add, of course, is some ambient and evolving sounds straight from the Ableton library. And see what happens here, you know. Like, what is even the reveal? Ooh, it's actually not bad. The only thing you cannot do right now is you cannot overproduce your beat, right? Because then, of course, it's going to be a mess. So I keep it simple, of course. So that's why I'm a little bit going over it now. But it is also good because I want to show you. What's up, 8-Bit? How you doing, man? Welcome in the chat and this late night session. How is your life going? What do you think about cinematic sounds? Let me know. Same for everyone who's watching now. Cinematic sounds in your beats. Tell me your opinion. So we've been adding these late 4 sounds that give you that space feeling. And now I just came to this one. You see? So I want to try without the beat just to see what it's going to give if I record this. Wait, and then again. Without tempo. On the feeling. Plus, I do think I'm going to have to add a Hall effect. If you have seen my previous videos, you know I always like Hallucination by Ableton. It's a very nice effect to give some trouble to your sounds. Here it is. So the dry wet needs to go down. You hear it's go really. The thing is, if you add Hall effects to your cinematic sounds, they actually give some extra depth or like largeness to the sound. That's nice, bro. Yeah, piano is a great instrument. I also play piano next to the drums. It's great to find combination sounds working to each other. Like the basic piano, the first piano we have here is this one. Oops. Let's play again. Listen. I even think the keys are a little too hard, so I'm just gonna put the auto filter on it. Yo. Maybe like this, you know, soft. A little bit high EQ cutting away, and then we go like here. See? So on my screen, the top ones are not playing now. So the ones we created, I released them. So you have this dry feeling, and then if we add all of them here, so we're gonna put these here, you can start playing with the layers, you see? So this is the piano with the cinematic sounds. Okay. And then I'm gonna play the beat with the piano without the cinematic sounds. Here we go. Dryness, which we need for the rapper, you know, he needs dryness, or she. Back to wetness. Yo. Hey, you hear that? It's coming in. Woo. Crossing each other, you know, like touching each other, like wow. As long as you locate them, which means, you know, the low EQ going away, then you have everything under control. It can really start combining. And it's all about filtering and listening and playing with scale and decay time and dry wet and prachni, kapushni, sapajni, fapujni. That's how it goes. So again, what I'm gonna do now is record the beat live. So I'm gonna erase all of this. Bang. And I'm gonna play these racks each in its time, which will give us a recording opportunity. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna start with the first, then I'm gonna go down, then I go back here, and then I'll go back to the first, and then we listen to the what we recorded. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. We start with this. 3, 2, 1, go. Writing it down live. As you can see, it's going here. Okay, and then 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, alright, see? That's the beat. You can drop your tag just before the drop. Yo, 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 and then we go to part 3. Yo, hey, and the somatic coming back. You see that? It's coming back here. You can copy paste that, but if you play with it, you can do so much now live that it's gonna be a variation, you see? But I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Yo. Of course, it's not playing because I did loop the whole thing. So normally if you loop it, then of course it's gonna keep on playing. But that's not a problem. So what we actually did was just this with this. Now what I like to do is erase a few of these. And then later on add more, you know. Like normally I told Traby that I was gonna send him over the cinematic sounds and he was gonna do the mix, but that's no problem, man. I'm gonna do this right now, straight on the point here. Just quickly checking out. As you can hear, the mix is already quite clean. So yeah, good work, bro. Very important, by the way, if you mix your sounds, even when it comes to cinematic sounds, they need to give you that extra power. Ooh, that's too loud. That was this one? Oh, you are too loud, my friends. Zie, ga zat wel laat, jongen. Ik kon even vlug mijn EQ er terug op zitten. En dan kun je dat er echt afnemen. Voilà. There we go. Yep. And play again, my friends. Yo, this is the frequency. If you look, this is too much. I need to lower it down. Else it's gonna blast in your brains. And that's not what we want. I'm gonna do some cutting in the reverb and in the hall. There we go. Again from the beginning. Yeah, yo. Maybe same thing for the piano in the beginning. Oh, I already added. No, I didn't add any filter. I'm gonna add some auto filtering here as well. So I'm using auto filter, very basic. You can do this in a different way if you like, but it's actually just filtering the sound like a cutoff. You can use different stuff. So I already did it, so I thought I already did it. So now I see that I did it. If we go here, we can try this one more time. Ooh, deepness. I'm gonna add these two to the chimes and to the sharp bells. And then we have the auto filter frequency, which we're gonna make enter so it comes from far away and enters slowly into the sound of the beat. There we are. Actually, the sharp bells are not fitting here. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, the noise. You see, that's the vinyl noise I was talking about. It already gives you the live feeling, you know. You see the bells that are playing here, the ones that Previ also added are cool, you know. Now the guitar. Lower the volume of the guitar a little bit. Also, this one is playing so loud. It has to go down. You know, I told you, it's all about simplicity and subtle shizzle. Subtle ma shizzle ma nizzle. Subtle ma shizzle ma nizzle. Subtle ma bujna mizzle. Oh no, guitars now. I like guitars, but not too much. Let's see if I pitch up the keys what happens, because they are cool low, but now I want to check. If I do like this. Ooh. We have to cut them, that's clear. So let's see if I put this here. Nah, bro. Really not sounding as it should be actually, so let's just keep it like this. And then back to the track panning story. Like I said, panning is the placing of the sound in the spectrum of sounds, so left, right, center, or something between. And as you can see, this is the noise sounds. And since it has a quite neutral noise, I think we should leave this one in the middle. And this one can actually really move. So let's make it move. It's already moving a little when I hear it because of the kinetic synth that we saw is already adding some movement. But you know, I'm just gonna do this quickly. Sometimes I just write out left, right, center, whatever, and I listen afterwards. But I know that actually in your brain, it's a scientific thing that some sounds do better sound left and right. That's why your headphones will always tell you which is the left or right side. If that would not be the case, your brains would be equally. But since you have two parts in your body, like left side and right side, and your right brain is responsible for the left side of your body and your left brain, part of your brain, because we have 4 parts in your brain. Left side is important to, you know, rule the right side of your body. This is also with music. When I was making sounds in the beginning, I never really listened to that possibility of left, right. I was just making everything in the middle, almost like mono. And then when I discovered track panning, I was like, wow, I can put this left. And I was listening like, oh shit, my left ear doesn't like it. Let's play it on the right side. And I was like, you know, or maybe move it in between. So it's all playing around, messing around, which is a very important part of producing. So, okay, now, let's see here. So when I listen to the dream sounds here from Travis, I like him, but I think they should also come later on. Let's see what happens if I do like this. No, they have to stay. Sorry, it's great now. They give the piano extra dimension, but maybe I can let the piano play for dry, like without anything with it later on. I'm gonna place the guitar later on though. This one, this hit is still going super loud for me. Was already on minus 29 dB, still gonna lower it down. Same for this sharp bell thing. Up, they have to come in and go out. You come in, you go out, man. Straight from the sound, man. Yeah, think you got the cloud, man, but you're never gonna earn. I'm gonna make a little pause here. Hey, bing. Maybe even release the clap, I don't know. Yeah. Open hi comes in later. Another one. These have to go. This. I'm gonna erase the first part now here instead of the end part like we did before. And then boom, beat drops in again. Yeah. Then we're gonna use a few of these, like the yellow ones. Oh. Oops. Whoopsie daisies. Of course, you have to get the whole thing, copy paste it. Oh. Like this, okay. Then just the yellow ones first. Maybe I'm gonna erase the trappy sounds here. Oh, that was cool. So I was actually trying to delete these. Then these sounds. Maybe I'm gonna here. I'm gonna drop the things later in like this. So and then 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like the last chorus. Yeah. Again. Loud here. Keep it subtle. Hey beat, keep on going, brother. We're not finished yet. The hi-hats need to keep on playing. And this is just gonna be an outro, I think. With the filter. Same for these. I'm gonna make them fall out, and then we have like a beat shorter than normal. Well, yeah, 2:35 is actually not long enough. I'm gonna make a little pause in the hats here. Yeah, you see, so guys, girls, whoever's watching, cinematic sounds, as I said, they are addition, but they are very essential as well. So I'm mixing quickly this beat, so we have something new to release on the channel, of course. It's with Trabi, like you know. I'm gonna continue this. Then bam, pep. No more kick here. So we're already 50 minutes going through the session. As you know, I usually keep it at 1 hour because I don't want to bother you guys too much. But again, it's always fun to make these sessions because I like you guys to work with me and give feedback. It's cool to have that, so thank you for this. I'm just gonna re-listen to the beat one more time, and then I think we can call this one a wrap for today. One thing I can tell you already is also that you can add effects, you know, like if you type in effects here in my sample library, you have also like crashes, or how you say this, like see, these are my packs. So what I want to say is, if you buy, for example, one of my sample packs, you know, I have like effects, a file in there, effects, and that effects file is like raven sound. So that's also very important if you want to make a beat go crazy. Yeah, that's true. Hi Tizzle. It's true that we need some more aggressive fire in this, but I already like it this way. Of course, I still need to mix it a little bit more on the distortion and everything. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. That's also something I like to do with the mixing in the morning. It gives me the fresh ear, you know. Yeah, I see what you mean. So when you talk about making it more aggressive, what is aggressive for you? You know, tell me that. Because aggressive. Because yeah, I like it this way already. But I know what you mean. Like the 808 maybe can be a little bit more dirty with distortion or saturation. But I'm just hearing this song in my head, really. Like here is the chorus singing, you know, the hook. You know, second part of the hook. Hi, it's Goedman. Welcome in this chat. Don't worry, it's okay for joining later on. We all have our time. Here, I don't want the clap to play directly. Then, boom. Yeah, that's cool. Hey. Yeah, I understand what you mean, like deep bass, but this is actually quite a trabby bass, and since I'm making this collab with him, I do think that changing this would undermine his authority in this, so I want to keep it, but maybe I can add some more depth to the 808 with my simple EQing. Let's see. You see, because the bass is playing here, but you don't want to boost it here, because then you're gonna have the possible problem of going in red in your master. But let's play with it. I'm hearing it. It gives more depth already in my speakers. So no, it's true. It's so funny when someone says aggressive that I already know what you mean, even though I asked you the question. It's just funny that if we're in a studio sometimes with people working, they always go like, "Hey, make it more aggressive," and I'm like, "What do you mean, like, pop, 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 like, pop, 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 pop?" No, we just want more, you know, volume. Volume wins every time. Woo! Yeah, man. Thank you. I like it too. So how are the Netherlands going, by the way, with the whole Corona thing? I saw they did a different approach by letting everyone just going outside. I'm gonna add the guitar one more time in the end, like here. Hey. Hey. What I can do is maybe fuck with the sample a little bit. Here, the key. Just some simple chops. For example, here, 4/1. You hear that? It's just chopping in the sample. It's funny. Like, listen. See? And then just here in the end, just as a variation, because even though the loop can be boring after a while and starts to, you know, play longer, and you think like, oh, it's boring. You know, less is more. But if it's too boring, then just start messing around with that loop and change it somewhere in the song and the beat, you know. Like here. You see, I want to hear it one more time. This last note. Like just copy paste it from here to here. And then the beat drops again, you see? So let's listen. Hey Nathan, what's up? The real Nathan in the house. Thank you, man. Thank you for subscribing. Enjoy that. I like it that you're enjoying the session. You heard it? Oh, really? That's bad, man. If you have to cancel your trip. But a lot of people have to cancel their trips for a holiday. Like me too. I was going to Spain normally. Still waiting for a response if we're gonna get our money back. Because, you know, everybody's saying, like, yeah, don't worry. But I don't know. I think that if they block us from not going outside, they have to pay us back. And then they can say, yeah, but the insurance is talking about an exclusive or, you know, exception since it's a pandemic, whatever. But still, you know, if you pay for a service and the service is not provided. Yeah, I have my own thoughts about this whole corona thing, you know, like, I'm not gonna tell too much about this since we're streaming live, but still, it's for me, I have double feelings with it, you know. I think it's a very bad thing that so many people are already dying everywhere. At the same time, I have a feeling like we are 2020 and just washing our hands and, you know, clean things are still not possible in every country in the world, and I think that's sad. So I'm thinking about setting up a sort of crowdfunding page with my girlfriend to see if we can gather some money for the medical people working in all these hospitals, really working their asses off to make people survive, to save lives. And since my girlfriend's mother is a nurse and she goes a lot to those places now, she tells us that it's terrible to see. So if we are just happy and chill and we're in a studio and we're enjoying times, you know, but you know, it's bad. That's a bad thing. So I hope we find a cure soon and then everyone can start a normal life again. But yeah, a lot of people are losing money. That's true, man. But also a lot of people are making money on this. So again, it's crazy. I'm happy that I can make beats at home and I can work on this side. As you know, I quitted my job a year ago. I was a financial advisor at the bank, and now doing full-time producing, it's changed my life, to be honest. So I'm so happy that I can do this, and I hope I can continue doing this for the rest of my life. I think the beat is kind of ready, you know. So I didn't do any mixing on this, so I'm gonna add a few little low cuts quickly. And then some hall. And that's quite it. Just less is more, friends. Because this beat is already a little bit overproduced, but it's okay. We can still have a rapper on this. So yeah. Do you guys have questions from me? Because we're at this final, we're already at 1 hour, so I just want to know if you have questions to let me know, because these are the final moments of this live session, and then I will be ready to leave you, and this Sunday I'll be back. So every Wednesday and Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing live sessions, creating some beats, going into a certain subject, like today, cinematic sound effects. We checked the whole thing about what it is to add sounds in the back of your beat, not in the front, but of course the space sounds, the ones that we hear here, the ones that make you go a little bit crazy. And yeah, bro, thank you guys for the love. I like it to hear that you like my beats, so I'm definitely not gonna stop. And if you drop comments like this, it motivates me. So for those who subscribe to my channel, thank you. And yeah, if you like what you hear, drop a comment. I'm always interested in the feedback and the view of you. Hey Robin, welcome. The session is almost over, but I appreciate you for coming in. Very nice to see people coming in this chat all the time. So this was the last part of the beat. I'm still thinking of dropping a quick halftime on the master. I bought this VST, I just love it to use it. Let's see what it's giving, just to end. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. 1.5. I think I'm gonna drop it just like in the end. That's kind of a mark of a brand thing that I like to do, you know, my beats to end um, with this crazy, disturbing sound. So I'm gonna do it starting from here. Oops, got the wrong button. I need device on right here. Okay, so we got beat is still playing, and then again, bang, yo, 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 check, check, still waiting, yo, 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 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I did change the mode, I remember. There we are. So if we look from here, reviving. I'm from Belgium. Thank you. Yes, I am from Belgium, Oost-Vlaanderen, Ghent City. Wow, this outro, perfect to end this session. Woo! Vibe. Slowly. One more time. This gonna copy paste. The clap. Like very blah, blah. Great! Alright. Ja man. België. This ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the live session. It was another hour of fun with you. So this was a beat, like I said, made to check cinematic sound effects. We did some in Contact, we did some in Arturia. And yeah, I'ma call it a day. And I hope we can speak and hear from each other soon. Nice to know this, bro. Great in this chat. We keep it in English. But that's great. We're certainly gonna speak another time later on. So yeah, that's about it. Gonna end this one. Peace out. Have a great night, evening, day, wherever you're from. Stay inside. Peace and love. Lavito out. Yes.